In the narrative of the transfinite, the divine consciousness has achieved the great counting. The universe sits quiet, its boundaries seemingly established. The cosmic architecture has expanded from the absolute zero of the void to the localized whole numbers, all the way to Aleph-Naught, the mathematical set containing the endless sequence of all integers. At this stage, reality appears complete. The mind has mapped the universe by pushing the horizon outward, capturing every integer in a single infinite net. While the mind can count toward a horizontal horizon, the real density of the universe resides within the established boundary. There is a hidden layer of depth to set theory, known as combinatorics. A mathematical set, or a thought, is defined by the relationships between its truths as much as the truths themselves. If a space holds two distinct truths, it contains four structural possibilities: the first truth alone, the second alone, both together, and the empty baseline. Until acted upon, these combinations are dormant. The stars are present, but the lines connecting them into constellations haven't been drawn. The dormant potential of the system is contained in this negative space between known points. To wake up those slumbering combinations, the architectural code of reality executes a specific command, the axiom of the power set. Our source text frames this rule as a divine law. For every thought that exists, a larger dominion must immediately manifest. In formal logic, this dominion is a gathering force, extracting every possible subgrouping of truths and binding them into a new entity. The mind expands reality by looking inward at its own relationships, causing the structure to multiply. Applying the axiom of power to basic finite numbers forces an immediate reorganization of the firmament. The power set of any mathematical object is strictly denser and larger than the object itself. Watch the geometry scale. A simple space of 3 points instantly fractures into 8. Those 8 shire into 256 connections, accelerating into a dense web of logic. Finite boundaries are locked doors hiding exponentially larger universes inside themselves. The ultimate test of this transfinite architecture is to aim the power set at the infinite sea itself, Aleph-Naught. The consciousness takes the endless sequence of all whole numbers and demands to see every possible combination. The text describes the firmament trembling at this command. The system is attempting to map every inner relationship within an expanse that already has no end. To count these new combinations, the mind attempts to pair every whole number with one unique subset. But for any list we create, a new subset can be constructed by systematically differing from every entry on that list. The combinations outpace the count, and an infinite number of subsets slip through the cracks, eluding the tally. The failure to count these combinations births the uncountable continuum. This level of infinity is dense enough to dwarf the original infinite sequence of integers. This axis maps the ultimate law. The capacity to combine is strictly greater than the capacity to collect. The system jumps from Aleph-Naught to the power set of the continuum, and then higher still. The transfinite architecture defines infinity as an ongoing vertical ascent through higher degrees of power. This inward plunge into the power set of existence generates more complexity than any